Welcome guys to Busy Made It Easy channel. The only channel in Ghana is Ampere. The only math channel that makes lessons easy for everyone to understand. Today we are going to move on to probability type 3. That is a relation involving the tossing or the rolling of a die. When a die is rolled, what are some of the ways we calculate for probability in such questions? So that's what we are going to look at. We all know a die. The Ludo die, we all know, it has 6 sides. So per the previous knowledge, you know, when a die is thrown once, what are the possible outcomes? When you are playing a Ludo die, when you throw it, you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what? And 6. So those are the total sample space you get in a die. Yes, total sample space you get in a die. So there will be questions on probability that they will ask you what's the probability of obtaining this or that. So that's what we are going to look at. So without wasting much time, we are going to take our first question on when a die is tossed, either once or twice. The possible questions that they ask on that kind of probability. So we are going to take our first question. So as the question is posted on the screen, so when a fair die is thrown, list the possible outcome. And what is the probability of scoring I, a multiple of 3, II, a number greater than 2, III, a number between 2 and 5, and IV, an even number. So when a fair die is thrown, so when the question is silenced like this, it means it is thrown once. If they don't add the ones, you know when it is thrown once. If it is twice, the question, so as the question says, the possible outcome. So when a die is thrown, the possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are the possible outcomes you are going to get. The possible numbers you are going to get when a die is thrown. Now, the first question says that probability of obtaining a multiple of 3. So, probability of obtaining multiple of 3. Yes, so that's going to be the multiple of 3 on the die out of the possible outcome. Now, multiples of 3, the 3 multiplication table, we have 3 and 6. Yes, the probability of obtaining a multiple of 3 is 3 and 6. So how many? So we have 2 numbers out of the 6 total sample space. And to simplify it, you get 1 on 3 as the answer. So this is the probability of obtaining a multiple of 3 when a die is thrown once. For the multiples of 3, we have 1 and 2 here. So the next one is a number greater than 2. So probability of a number greater than 2. So we have numbers greater than 2 on the die all over the possible outcome. What are the numbers greater than 2 on the die? So we have 3, 4, 5, and 6. So how many numbers? We have 4 numbers out of the 6 numbers. And when you break this one to down, you are going to get 2 out of 3. So this is the probability of obtaining a number greater than 2 when a fair die is thrown once. So the I says a number between 2 and 5. Probability of obtaining a number between 2 and 5. Probability of obtaining a number between 2 and 5. And that one, so the probability of obtaining a number between 2 and 5. So we have the numbers between 2 and 5 all over the possible outcome. So the number between 2 and 5, what numbers are between 2 and 5 on the die? So we have 2, so this is 2, this is 5. What are the numbers in between them? We have 3 and 4. So how many numbers? 2 numbers out of the 6 numbers. But when you simplify this, we are going to get 1 on 3. So this is the probability of obtaining numbers between 2, and 5. And the last one says that probability of obtaining an odd number. So we have the total odd numbers all over the possible outcome. So odd numbers are numbers that are not divisible by 2. So we have 1, 3, and 5. These are the odd numbers on the die. So how many? We have 3 numbers out of 6. When you simplify, you get 1 on 2. So when when the die is thrown once, these are the possible outcome, 1 to 6, and these are the questions that can be asked, and this is how we solve it. Yes, so you can pause the video and always solve some of the questions, then you continue to watch it to see if your answers are correct or not. So we are taking the next question. So the second question says that 2 fair dice, A and B, each are thrown together. Construct a table showing all the equally likely outcomes. And it says from the table, list the pair of numbers on the 2 dice for which the sum is 5, 10, more than 10, and at least 10. So 1 is a die, 2 or more is dice. Yes. So now they gave us that the 2 dice, A and B, you construct a table. So when you are throwing 2 dice, what are the possible outcomes? So the question asks us to construct a table. So die A, then we can have die B. So we are going to construct a table for it. So 1, 2, 3. So as the question gave us, 2 fair dice are thrown the table A and B. So die A will have the 1 to 6. Then the die B. The die B2 will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 as well. So die A has the die 1 to 6, then die B will have also 1 to 6. So now, if you throw the dice together, if I hold all the 2 dice and I throw it, now I can obtain 1, 1. I can get 1 from A, 1 from B at the same time. Then I can also get 1 from A, 1 from B, then 2 from A. Then I can also get 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. Then I can get 1, 6. Then when you come here, you can get 2, 1. So we can get 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, and 2, 6. Depending on where you are reading the numbers from. We can get 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. Then we can get 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. We can get 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. We can get 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, and 6, and 6. So this will be the possible outcomes. In drawing the table for die A, that from your table, list the pair of numbers on the 2 dice for which the sum is I, 5. So sum 5. So you list the pair of numbers that when you add. So the sum of numbers, the pair of numbers that when you sum, you are going to get what? 5. So let's look at them. We have 1 here. So we have 1, 4. So we have 1 here. Now when we come down here, we have 2, 3. Now, when we come here, we can have 3 and 2. So when we have 3, 2 here, it will give us 5. Then we come down here too. We can have our 4, 1. Do you have any other? No. So the pair of numbers that when you sum, you are going to get 5. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 from the table. When you add, you are going to get 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. So these are the numbers that the sum can be 5. So we have the II. That says sum 10. Pair of numbers that when you sum, you are going to get 10. Do you have any here? No. Here too? No. Here? No. We don't have. This side? We don't have. We don't have. Yes, 9. So we have 4, 6. So let's see if we can get another. Yes. So we have 5, 5. We have 5, 5 here. Then when we come here, we can also have 6, 4. So this gives us the sum 10. Sum 10. So sum that is more than 10 from this. Sum more than 10. Numbers that pair of numbers that I get more than 10. We don't have 1 here. Same here. Same here. We don't have sum here. Let's look here. We can have 1 here. 5, 6. Which will give us 11. Let's see here. We have 6, 5. Which will also give us 11. Then we have the last one, 6, 6. Which give us 12. Which also qualifies for this listing. So the last one, IV says at least 10. At least 10. So at least 10 means from 10 going. At least 10 means from 10 going. So numbers I want to add, it can be 10 or more. That's what it means. At least 10. So at least 10 means now from the first and second, we are not going to get some. Now when it comes here, we don't have some here. We can have 4, 6, which is 10. So it qualifies. Now when we come here, we have 5, 5. 10 also qualifies. Then we have 5, 6, 11 also qualifies. Then we have here 6, 4 also qualifies. Then we have 6, 5, 11 also qualifies. Then we have 6, 6 also qualifies. So this, the sum that at least 10. At least 10 means the least should be 10. From 10 going. So this is how we list when 2 fair dice are thrown. So this is the table we have, and this is the question that we have. Now let's go to question C. Question C on this same question. So the CI says you should find the probability of a sum which is 5. So we have the sum that is 5 from the table here. Now we have to know the number of outcome or the total outcome here. We have 6, 6. So it's 36 outcomes that we are going to get when the 2 dice are thrown once. So probability of sum 5, we have listed them already. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 out of the 36. For which one you simplify, you're going to get 1 on 9. So probability of sum that is 10. We have listed that one to here. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 out of 36. So when you simplify, you get 1 on 12 as well. Then we have probability of sum more than 10. So the sum more than 10, how many did you get? 1, 2, 3. We also have 3 out of 36, for which gives us 1 on 12. Then we have the last one, probability of sum at least 10. So we have that one to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 out of 36, for which one is simplified, you get 1 on 6. So this is the question and this is how it is answered. So know how to list them, then know how to list the pair of the sum that you are going to be given. So we are going to take the next question. So the question 3 says an unbiased die and fair coin are tossed once. What's the probability of having a prime number and a head, an even number and a head, a score less than 3, and the tail? Here we have a coin and a die, unbiased. I've explained the unbiased. When you throw it, you allow it to settle naturally. So with this one, we have to know the sample space. So you can draw a table for it again. So the die, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we can have the head of the coin against the tail. So this can also be in a table form. Yes. So the head and tail of the coin against the sample space you are going to. So when you throw them for the first time, or when you throw them, you can get a head and 1. You can get head and 2. You can get head and 3, head and 4, head and 5, then the head and 6. These are what you can get. You can also get a tail and 1, tail and 2, tail and 3, tail and 4, tail and 5, then tail and 6. So these are the possible outcomes you are going to get. So you have to list them all. The coin versus the die, head and tail. Now, the next question. So the next question says I. The probability of obtaining prime number and a head. Prime number and a head. So prime number and a head. Now what are prime numbers? Numbers with only 2 factors. So prime numbers are numbers with only 2 factors. So a prime number and a head. So check the head column. This is not a prime number. Factors of 1, only 1. So we have 2 which qualify 1 and 2. 3, 1 and 3. This is 1 is not part. But the factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. Then we have head and 5. So we have 1, 2 and 3. So we have 3 out of the total outcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, making 12. So when you break it down, you get 1 out of 4. So you get 1 out of 4. So 1, 2, and 3. So these are the prime numbers and a head. Now II, probability of obtaining an even number and a head. An even number and a head. So an even number and a head. Even numbers that are divisible by 2. So we have 2, 4, and 6. So we have 3 again out of the 12, which also give us 1 out of 4. III. Probability of obtaining a score less than 3. A score less than 3 and a tail. A score less than 3 in the tail. So this one we come to the tail column. A score less than 3. So we need 1 and 2. A score less than 3 and a tail. So we have T1 and T2. So which will give us 2 out of the 12, which will give us 1 out of 6. So this is how the question 3.2 is answered. When a pair, coin, and die are thrown once. So this brings us to the end of this series. Now watch out for type 4 on addition and subtraction of probability. Recommend. This is the best channel you can get in Ghana and beyond. So don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye for now.